Okay, I'm going to try this with the overhead light off, my little desk light behind there on, and the light over the sink over there. So, yes, I know this is green, but I'd rather have an entire green screen on here than one side of my face be really bright or the other side of my face be really bright and you can't tell what's going on and have the sun sort of mess with it and all. So I'd rather do it like this where it's more even. At least until I get until I can get my the webcam from my dad and borrow it when I get home in 3 weeks. Let's see. This is supposed to be our first video game vlog thing, rambling, and that I'm gonna start off with a game that I really like, that I used to play a lot, and I've played a little now since I've got an emulator sitting on the computer. But it's an old game for the PlayStation called Wild Arms 2. Fun game. Sort of your old Western / fantasy kind of game. RPG. RPGs are my thing. I love RPGs. I love sports. I love sports games, and I love RPGs. RPGs is my thing. So, yeah. And that I love this game, and that, I mean, they could have worked a little bit on character depth for each. I mean, you find out, I mean, there's some between the main character and his love interest, but there's not too much of that. There's not too much about the primary female character. I mean, you find out stuff about her and her sister. And then you kind of find out a little about the other male lead and his past. But, I mean, there's no real connection. There's only filling in about his past. There's no real character growth. I mean, yeah, you're going to have characters that seem like they're real hard asses but turn out to be softies on the inside or something. But, I mean, outside of a little bit of character development and the whole really young people saving the world thing, I mean, which is a giant staple of all Japanese RPGs. If you're over 19, you're way too old. Unless if you're female. If you're female, you can go to 25. Then you're too old. But, I mean, if you're a guy, 25 is really old. Hell, depending on the game, 21 could be really old. Most of yours are, like, in your, like, mid to late teens. I mean, if you're 15, you're right on the dot. I mean, they'll take down to, like, 12 and 13s. But I mean, if you're 15 or 16, then you're like right at the right spot. But I mean, that rambling aside, it's a wonderful game. Go and find it somewhere. I know that there's a PlayStation emulator somewhere out on the internet. Which one do I use? I use PSX, which you can find out on the internet. Just look for it off of Yahoo. Find it there. And then if you could actually find any of the ROMs for it, or, well, technically I think it's BIOS, and it's really, I mean, it's like hard as hell to do it. It took me like a week. And this is like a kid that doesn't do his work, so I've got like all the time in the world and that to go and search for this stuff when I'm not doing my work like I should. Yeah, and that it's hard as hell to find, but I mean the files are big. I mean, if you have experience with the SNES, that's nothing. I mean, the entirety of my SNES ROM files, that is like 300 megs. No, 200 to 300 megs, including the program file. I mean, that is everything. All the ROM. I mean, I've got like 30 games for the SNES, at least. Plus, I've got a zip file containing all the Final Fantasy stuff. I've extracted that and still have the zip file for it. All that combined is only 200 to 300 tops. You're looking at 180 to 200 megs to be on the low side of a single file. And I think the Wild Arms 2 disc 1, because it's 2 discs. Disc 1 is like 250 megs. I still technically need to go and find the second disc, though I think I've got plenty of time left on the first disc before I need to start jumping to the second one. So I need a memory card file also. But that's beside the point. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to talk about video games. So I rambled on about Wild Arms 2. See, I'm just over the halfway mark. Well, I guess I could ramble about Wild Arms 1 and 3 since I've played those also. Wild Arms 3 is okay. It's different. It's not a straight up turn-based. Oh, well, Wild Arms 2 was turn-based. That's another thing. Wild Arms 3 is turn-based, but I mean the location on the map, I guess on the map you'd call it. Your location on in the battle arena. There we go. I guess that's better. On the battlefield. There we go. Depending on where you are. Depends on it is of great importance. I mean, if you want to act first, I mean, if you've ever played, and I know I've got to get to these on another one, but Grandia 3 or Star Ocean 3, location is everything in those two games, and that's kind of how the way it feels, though it's turn-based, or though it's set in a turn-based format. So, yeah, I mean, 3 is okay. I mean, it's fun, and it's got depth behind it, even at the very beginning. I mean, it's got depth behind each of the characters, because what happens is that you have this long intro, and then you have these four people's paths converge on this one spot on a train, and then you have to pick which of the four you want to play as to get to that point. So as soon as you get all four of your members together, you're in a group, and you have to go out. And I was just at that point. But the only problem is you really can't find heal berries. I mean, the stuff to really keep you alive, you can't even buy them. At least where I'm at in the game. I mean, it's awful. So I mean, you are dying because you can't pull out your magic. I mean, you can pull out your magic, but it's relatively ineffective because you waste your magic points, and it's too much to pay and go and get everything healed up at once. And the heal berries are so freaking rare that you can run out of them in a single battle. I mean, I've never had to do that except for extremely hard bosses on games. I mean, normally I can run around and buy my Healy stuff and just load up on those. I mean, and when they say stock up, I mean, I literally stock up on them. And that, so yeah. 3 was fun, but then it just got too hard to play because I couldn't get enough heal berries at one time. And Wild Arms 1, that was pretty cool. I like that one. It makes me think of it as a half step between the early Final Fantasies and your later Final Fantasies. Not quite the story of Final Fantasy, but I mean, it's okay, I guess. I mean, the overworld view definitely reminds me of Final Fantasy. I mean, you got your oceans, and you got your mountains, and then you got your coastline. I mean, it's almost pulled exactly out of Final Fantasy. It is funny. And I mean your early Final Fantasies. I mean your 1 through 6 stuff, not your 3-dimensional things. But I mean, it's interesting to play that one. That one's pretty fun. That one I like. The leveling up is pretty easy. That's actually what I like in there. The leveling, it makes you feel like you're doing something. I mean, every like 15 battles. I mean, you can count them because they get quick when you level up. I mean, after 15 good battles, you've leveled up. So, I mean, I think my guys are up at like 25 or something, and I only played for like 10 game hours tops. But yeah, 1 is good. I mean, 1 is really good. I wish I could go back, but I'm hooked on 2 again. I used to play that on the PlayStation. But I'll talk to you later in another one. Bye-bye.